What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. This is episode 32 now on the series. In the last episode, we built the base, or the main entrance, for the park right here. This is the new park. If you guys missed the previous episode and you're like, wait, what happened? I thought we had this big, huge park. We did, and we still do, but we are starting over on a much harder difficulty. So what I want to do today is expand the park even further. Now, a lot of the guests, actually almost half of the guests, have been saying that they wish there were more rides, and I completely agree. We only have 2 rides in the park. We're now on July 11th of year 2, but there is some good news here and some more bad news. But we'll get into the good news first. We were able to achieve a monthly profit of $1,000. So our reward for that is another $1,000. We'll go ahead and claim that. Now, the other bad news is that Robo Eagle 2 broke down. So I did refurbish Robo Eagle 1. So our refurbish amount is only 340, but over here at Robo Eagle 2, it's 1,000 buckaroonies. So we could spend our $1,000 that we just got from the challenge on the refurbishment, or we could pay off our loan for $800. We have 1,000 left to repay, so we could let time play out a little bit and just pay the $1,000 off over time. But because this ride is broken down, we're not going to see as much income now with only 1 ride in the park. And our new path that we're going to be making today is probably going to be in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. It's going to be pretty huge. So I think what I want to do here is I'll just bite the bullet. I'll pay the $1,000 for refurb on that. So now we're down to $2,900, and after we pay off the loan for $800, that's going to put us at just under $2,100. So we paid a total of $13,000 for our $10,000 loan. I guess we'll just hit play and we'll see what happens. We got Santos over here. He's gonna go in, do his thing, fix that right up. It's looking like we're staying pretty steady. We're 107 down to 99. Uh-oh, and here it goes. It's dropping hard. We gotta get more people over in this ride. Let's check out the prestige over here, make sure we're still looking good as far as price goes. No one's complaining about the price. We'll go ahead and fast forward here and we'll see what happens once the ride reopens. We're down to $700. We might be fast forwarding for quite a while here until we get back up to around $3,000 is probably ideal. But our park management, oh no, our park management has gone down a lot just because of the fact that we don't have a loan to pay on anymore. So now Robo Eagle 1 is broke down. Let's go ahead and manually move Santos a little bit closer so he can get over there and fix her up. And now with that ride broken down, that's going to affect our monthly profit a ton. Seems like a lot of people really like Robo Eagle 1. All right, Santos, get in there, dude. We got money to make. We got pockets to empty. We're losing about $400, it looks like. We'll fast forward again. We got a ton of people leaving. We're down to 280 people in the park, and we've lost $2,400. Starting to pick back up. Both rides are open again. Dude, they weren't kidding when they said the prestige of the ride drops really quickly for the hard mode. It drops insanely quick. All right, we are back up to about $1,800, $1,900, so I'm gonna hit pause. Multiple staff members have a high workload. That's kind of surprising. Actually, we have 1 mechanic, 1 janitor, and 1 security guard. Also, I've trained them up now to level 2. I think that's capable. Yeah, so all of them are capable. And I found a little chart that sort of walks you through what you should pay your employees based on their training level. So mechanics should be paid $150 to $50 for being capable. Janitors should be $70, and security officers should be $85. So that's what I have all of their pay at for right now. I also have a roster just because we are going to be adding on to the park today. I went ahead and made the work roster. That way, our employees in this area don't get confused and try to go out to the new area we're going to be building. So to start here, we're going to get our wooden paths. We're going to select this grid right here, and I think I'm going to bring it out to just past these rides. We'll bring it out 1, 2, 3 on both sides here. And now that we've done that, I think I want to place down 2 squares right here. We'll deselect the grid, and I want to kind of make this path branch off to the left here, and on this side I want it to branch off to the right, and then we'll come back over here and sort of meet up in the center. So we're gonna go like this, branch out on both sides, and then come back together for that basic shape that we have at the main entrance over on this end. Now, you guys are probably wondering what the heck we're gonna do here. And actually, hang on a second, I'm looking at it now. It does not look right. We're gonna have to back this up. This side seems a little bit shorter than over here. I want at least one space of like a squared up area. See how this is kind of square and this side over here is immediately banked? Okay, there we go. Looks much better now. So my idea over here, guys, is we're gonna be placing 2 rides in this center area here. And then later on, probably not in this episode, but later on, I wanna have a roller coaster here, a roller coaster on this side, and then maybe we can fit either some shops or smaller rides in these corner pockets here. So this is gonna be a pretty popular area. This will essentially be the center of the park. Now, what I wanna do with this park, you guys, is make it a little bit more realistic, have a little bit more depth to it, and just really try to plan everything out more so than we did in the previous park. Now, with adding 2 rides in the center here, we're gonna have to add 2 queue entrances right here in the center. We'll bring it out to about there, do the same on this side. Now, this one is gonna go to the left, this one is going to go to the right. So over here, we need a ride small enough to fit in those sections there. But before we do that, I'm thinking about doing sort of a pond, maybe with some fountain type things in the center here. We only have $451 now. So I think after we do this, we're gonna have to fast forward a little bit more, try to get a little bit more money, and then we'll be able to continue on. But let's see if we can at least lower the ground here and start to get our pond going. That looks pretty good. So we're gonna have to pull the terrain inward from the underside here because this does not look good. The St. Mexico, ain't no cenotes over here. There we go. So now it's at least one big rock wall. I'm gonna do the exact same thing over to this side. I really want the water to be level like this rather than being down here. But water doesn't cost money, so we can at least get a good idea of what this is gonna look like. So I will come through and try to bring the terrain out slightly so it doesn't look so jagged on the edges, but we're gonna have to fast forward here a little bit so we can get some more money to be able to do that. Okay, we got about 1,200 bucks now, so I should be able to make something cool happen here. Brought up all of the edges all the way around the pond here, but you guys might be saying, well, that doesn't look very good, and it doesn't. So now I'm going to get my smooth tool, and I'm going to try to go along the edges and smooth everything out a bit. All right, now let's take a look and see where we can put the water. It's still not gonna let us put it up at the top level. I don't know how to correct that, you guys. I wonder if it's just because it's too close to a path. Like, what would happen if we just got rid of this path here? Deleted that one and then deleted this side? Did that do anything? Not really. Okay, that's about as smooth as I can get the edges as it'll let us. If I even try to come in and do a little bit more, it actually just gets rid of the water. I think that turned out looking pretty nice. And now we can go back in and place our paths back down. Ooh, maybe not. Uh-oh. This isn't what I expected. Yeah, it just doesn't like the fact that there's water right there. Well, in that case, I don't think we're gonna be able to have water at that height. So we might as well get our smooth tool out and really smooth this all out. And we'll try to add our water back in down here. There we go, dude. It's working. So far, it's working anyways. Now, it looks like as soon as we get over the water, it doesn't typically like that. Oh, I see what's going on. It's dropping it down with the slope of the terrain here. I don't hate it being like this, but it's not really what I wanted. It's not what I envisioned anyways. It'll work just fine. I don't see any problems with it. The angle itself, the angle I had planned out originally would have put the path right in the center, right here. So like where this one would come out, but that's okay. Not everything can be perfect in the world of theme parks. Well, we at least got our paths done, our queue paths done. The exit path, guys, is going to be literally right here. Like, it couldn't have been any easier, but there you go. That's going to be our new ride area out here. So this will be, I don't know if I want to just call it the middle of the park, but we'll let this play out here, get a little bit more money because we're going to need at least $4,000 or $5,000, I think, to be able to make our new rides. We're gonna be doing 2 rides today. So while we wait on our money to start piling up, I know there's fountains that we can put in. Well, shoot, guys, I thought we were gonna be able to put in some fountains over here, but it looks like the only stuff we have is for the lava steam and the waterfalls, both of which don't really look all that good. Let me check under our research. Oh, you do have to research a lot of this stuff. Special effects. Well, I mean, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. Let's, we'll do 1,500 bucks a month. Oh, that is really gonna put a dampener on the day here, guys. We only got $2,000. So at this point, we will essentially be losing money just because we have to put some fountain spouts in our new pond over there. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause. Robo Eagle 1 just broke down. Santos is right here. He's ready. But now that we've been doing this, I think we might be able to afford another ride just to hold us over. Let me sort this by the excitement level. Now I know which rides I want to do, but this might just work. We're doing Ascendance and we're doing Hyper Jump over here, boys. And look at this. This is literally the perfect spot for both of these because Hyper Jump right here, fairly small, but then we do Ascendance in the back. So when you walk in, you'll be able to see the scale of how tall Hyper Jump is compared to how tall Ascendance is in the back. So first, we're gonna put down Hyper Jump. The entrance, of course, is going to be on the back side. We'll do it in the center of these two chairs right there. The exit will be back here. I'm gonna make sure it's pretty square. That looks solid, right behind the operator. Get back into our queue paths, and we will continue on here with the same sort of angle that we've been doing, and then connect it up to the entrance. That actually looks pretty solid, guys. I like that. And the entrance is plenty long, too. Now, I know a lot of you probably aren't super big fans of the 2G colors. That's sort of like the channel's colors. Pastel pink, light blue, and highlighter yellow. So I don't think I'm gonna make all of the rides that color in that case, but we can always come through and change them later on. So we'll stick with this standard coloring right here, and we'll leave the name as Hyper Jump for right now. If you guys have any suggestions for what we should be naming this ride, feel free to leave it down in the comments. All right, without changing anything, we have a prestige of 449. Divided by 35 would be 1282. So we'll charge 1282 for the ride. Now, normally I would change the sequence on all of these rides, but since we're really just trying to make as much money as possible, and I don't have enough time to do a test right now because we just had a ride breakdown, I'm just gonna open this up, and for the time being, I'm gonna add Hyper Jump into the main entrance work roster. It's close enough, it'll probably be just fine. Now we can let this play out, so all of the people that are over here at Robo Eagle 1 are gonna be leaving the queue, and they're gonna be trying to go somewhere else, somewhere new, and I'm hoping that that somewhere new is over here to Hyper Jump. So let's fast forward, see if anyone starts to walk over this way. Even some of the people that are leaving Robo Eagle 2 are starting to walk over here, which is good. There we go, making their way on the ride. Tons of people coming out here. That's good news. We are now down 1,700 bucks, 1,600 bucks. It's starting to go back up. Research project ready to be revealed. Let's hit pause here. Go ahead and reveal our special effects research. We got scenery. That's exactly what we wanted. That's perfect. There we go. Now we have plenty of the water jets, but we don't have any money, so we're gonna have to continue to let this play out here. Robo Eagle 1 is back to being open, so we should be seeing triple profit right now. All right, we got about 500 bucks now. We got Fountain Splash large, medium, and small. Let's see what large looks like. Oh, we're paused. Duh. I was like, wait, why is nothing happening? That's not bad. We could do a large fountain splash here. We'll do a large fountain splash here. And then we got water spout. Ooh, that's more of the fountain-esque that I was going for. We're gonna add that one there. And we'll do the same thing over here just to make it look a little bit bigger, a little bit more impressive. Yeah, dude, that actually looks really nice. All right, let's get fountain splash medium. We'll place that down. Now we'll get the water spout medium. Place it just on top of this one, right about there. Yes, dude, that's what I'm talking about right there. And now we can just select these two, duplicate, place the other one down here. So now we have some fountains, some sort of splashing fountains over here next to the queue. Did that help the queue scenery at all? 47%, dude, that's pretty solid for literally just 3 fountains. All right, let's add a couple more fountains in here. I'm going to duplicate the larger one and we'll drag it over to in the center over here. Let's do 3 more mediums over in there as well. How we looking? That looks pretty cool. I actually really like that. And then we could do lily pads and all sorts of other stuff in there, but let's see, our queue scenery rating's at 87%. So I say we add a couple of lilies, and we'll see if that brings it up anymore. Oh, trees. Duh, we're gonna have trees and plants and all sorts of stuff over here. So I might as well work on that, and I'll see you guys here in a sec. Keep in mind, guys, we got 28-ish $100 in the bank. I can't wait to see what it's gonna be here in a few minutes. All right, guys, I added as much decoration as I think we needed, and we are exactly at 100% Q scenery rating over here for the hyper jump. Now, I realize that we chose the deciduous biome, if you want to call it that, rather than the tropical one like we did previously. However, I'm just really a big fan of palm trees. I think they look super, super cool. So I went ahead and added just a couple of more. You know, what's a couple more palm trees in an area that wouldn't be able to have palm trees, right? In addition to all of the palms, I did add some actual biome appropriate scenery over here to the pond with some lily pads. And now we have $4,200 in the bank, which means we can add Ascendance to the list of the rides over here. So I'm going to rotate Ascendance around so the exit path is right over here. Place it down there. Looks pretty solid. The entrance, of course, going to be in the center. Right about there should do. And the exit will be on this backside right about there. Now we just have to connect our queue and we're good to go. So what's the queue scenery rating for this? 94. Okay. So I'm going to add kind of a similar thing that I did over here with all of those palms to this side. So let's hop into trees. Place down an acai palm. Not acai. Acai. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. All the white girls would be so proud. This one we placed on the opposite side over here. I find myself having to move these things around so they're center. I know that's just my OCD talking, but it does look a little bit better when you do it like that. And then we had date palm number 3 right over here. That's the cute little tiny one. And I think that looks pretty dang solid, dude. Check out our Q scenery rating over here for Ascendance. We're gonna take the 3 out of the name because that's just weird. There we go. Got 100% Q scenery rating. Prestige of 634. I think that'll change once we open it. But divided by 35, that'd be $18.11. $18.11. Pop her on open. So now that we have this new area out here, guys, I can't use the same work roster. I just can't do it. That's too much work for our employees. So we're gonna hire another janitor for out here. We're gonna hire another mechanic. And of course, we're gonna hire another security guard. So as the park expands, I think I'm gonna add more employees and kind of do it that way rather than just add employees all at one time. And of course, you guys, of course we have to change their outfits. Are you crazy? So janitor dude bro bra, his name is Jesse Velasquez Barrera. That's pretty cool. I've never seen someone have a middle name as far as our employees go. I have seen people that have middle names, okay? I have a middle name. And we got our mechanic Micah Heck. His fit's looking on point. And Pete Covington. That's not a terrible name, Pete, but we already have Greg Goose. That means we need Chad Chadwick, and his outfit is looking on point. So with the addition of these 3 new employees, we of course need a staff building. All right, right there I think is pretty spot on. So we can delete that path there. Let's add the entrance to here. Go into select building and we'll click and drag it with the advanced move tool. About like that. There we go. Place that down there. So this is going to be the staff building for our 3 new employees. We're going to have this one be a rec room as well. Confirm that. And we're going to start another work roster here. So we already have the main entrance. I'm just going to do the Central Park. I feel like that'll work. And then we'll select Ascendance, Hyper Jump, and the staff building right over here. We'll add more to it later on, of course, but that should hold us over for now. So if we click on these dude bro bras, change their free roaming work roster to Central Park, I think we'll be ready to rock. All right, now we can play this out. Let's grab some trash cans and benches and add them over to our new area. Uh-oh, Robo Eagle has broken down. Which one? Robo Eagle 1. All right, we'll finish up with these benches really quick. All right, let's come over here to Robo Eagle 1. We got Santos. He's making his way over there. Sorry, dude, you're just not that fast. And we'll place him down right there to speed things along. I'm really, really happy with this area, you guys. I think it's turning out really, really nice. But something to note, with the deciduous biome, I guess we'll call it, you can't do sand. There's no sand. Look at the terrain. No sand. The only one I had that looked like sand was rock. So I guess we're sending it with the rock all the way around here. Kind of makes me wish I would have selected the tropical biome. I don't think we can change it now. I think there's no turning back at this point, which is fine. All right, we're down to $200. Let's fast forward here a little bit. Let's check out our last month's summary right here. We made $3,247.48, and our park rating has increased 137 points, and we've had a monthly theft of 8. That's pretty good. It's been 8, maybe with the addition of Chad Chadwick on security in Central Park, that might help us out a tiny, tiny bit. But I've been trying to monitor security for them as well. Anyone that's sort of by themselves, running around or walking around, I've been checking on. The prices for Ascendance are through the roof. Are you crazy? Are you dumb or are you stupid? $887. Hang on a second, that jumped a lot. 887 divided by 35 would be 2534. Hold up. We were charging $18 before, and we got this many people in the queue. Now I know people are gonna start complaining about it, but the queues are looking pretty solid. We have plenty of people in the park. We have 700 visitors now. The real reason I wanted to start this park in the first place was because the old one was just simply too easy. This one hasn't been that big of a challenge. Getting started, of course, is always the biggest challenge, but we got a loan out of $10,000, and I don't think we're gonna have to take out another loan for a long time. But I do think that is going to do it for this episode. Now, if you made it to the end, then you are the exact person that I want to let know about the 2G merch that will be coming as soon as we hit 500 subscribers here on the channel. What I need from you guys is to let me know, of course, whether or not you would even buy merch, and what your size would be for t-shirts, hoodies, that type of stuff. So if you guys could leave it down in the comments below in this video, or really any of the videos at this point. Otherwise, there will be a poll in the top right of the screen right about now. You can select your size that you would want right there. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.